Hey guys, it is January 8th. It is Zayden's birthday today. Man, it has been one hell of a 2019 already. Here, I've been super pumped and excited to get a good start on this year. And this year has started off so crappy, but that's okay because last year started off crappy too with both girls sick. So, I don't even know. What day was it? Saturday. Was it Saturday? Yes. Saturday, Adri was at my mom's. And, well, actually, I think was it Friday when Allie woke up with bright red cheeks?
Yeah, it was Friday.
Okay. So, Friday, Alex woke up with, like, bright red cheeks and, like, dots around her mouth. And I thought maybe she was getting teeth. But then throughout the day, I could tell she just wasn't feeling very good. Was it Friday when she puked?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to even remember. Yeah. So she didn't really want to eat. I'm like, okay, sometimes when she's getting teeth, she doesn't really want to eat. But she didn't have a diaper rash. And usually when she gets teeth, she has like a diaper rash. She didn't have a diaper rash. So I just was like, okay, maybe she's not feeling the best because there's just so much crap going on. I'm still trying to give her mine. Yeah, Mom's right here. Yeah. So that was Friday throughout the day. Then Friday evening, Adri decided she was going to go to Nana's house. So then, like, on the way to my mom's house, we stopped at the store and got milk for us and for my mom. And Alex was fine. She was singing and dancing in the car like everything was fine. We took Adri to my mom's. Alex was still, like, super fine, just, like, singing and dancing like nothing was wrong. We stopped at Panda Express and got that to try for the first time and brought it home. When we went to eat dinner, Alex wouldn't eat dinner. This is, like, a recap of the last few days because today's now Tuesday. And this was Friday. I don't even know what the date was on Friday, however many days ago. Hold on. Hold on. So, we're on Friday. So then, Jay and I ate. Alex didn't want to eat. She took a couple bites and then she was done. So then, like, a little while later, I was like, I'll just cut her up some strawberries and bananas and give her some green beans because that's things that she loves. So, I gave her those and I sat on the floor and she was just kind of acting funny. So, I sat on the floor and helped her eat those. I just kind of hanging out with her on the floor. So she snacked on that stuff for like a half hour. And then I came back here on the couch and Jay and I were watching The Ranch because like the new season's on. Man, this baby's moving all over. And we were watching The Ranch and Alex came over out of nowhere and just climbed up in my lap. And Jay's like, oh no, I think she's going to puke. And I'm like, what? And I looked down and as soon as I looked down, Alex puked all over me. It was her strawberries, bananas, and green beans. So it was all over my shirt, all over my... You weren't even here.
Yeah.
All over my shirt. Shh, can I tell the story, please, just so I don't lose track? All over my shirt, all over my pants, all over her. So Jay grabs her, takes her to the bathroom. I was just picking at my face. Takes her to the bathroom to get her cleaned up. I'm trying to hold the chunks in my clothes to get to the bathroom. So I get in the bathroom. I shake him out in the sink and in the bathtub so I can take my clothes off. Jay's doing the same with her. And then I was going to go upstairs and get fresh clothes for me and her. I'm like, crap, let me just get the little bits that got on the carpet. Let me get it out of the carpet real fast so it doesn't sink into the carpet. So I come in here, I'm cleaning out the carpet, and then I realize, okay, I'm like 6 months pregnant, naked, on my hands and knees, scrubbing puke out of the floor. I look up, Alex comes walking in just her diaper. Jay comes walking in just his underwear because when he took her in there, he ended up getting puke on his shirt and his pants. So here we are, pretty much naked. I'm on the floor, crawling around like a cow, cleaning puke out of the carpet. And that was that. So, got her cleaned up and changed, got myself changed. Then we stayed up for a little while, and she seemed like she was doing okay. So then it's like, okay, I'm not going to sleep very good tonight. I'm going to be worried about her and her sleep. But got her to bed. We went to bed. In the morning I got up. She was in there making noise. I went in and just got her. I didn't turn the lights on or anything, so I went and got her out of bed. And we came downstairs, and I'm on the floor. I'm like, what the heck? Because I was, like, playing with her on the floor. It's like, I swear I keep smelling puke. And I'm looking all around. There's, like, nothing on her. It's like, maybe I just didn't get it out of the carpet all the way. There are, like, a few stains on her jammies, but I think they're the ones that used to be Adri. So I just assumed they were old. So I go upstairs to get fresh clothes for her, and that's when I realized she had puked sometime in her sleep. It was in her bed and, like, on all of her bedding. It's like, crap, that's why I keep smelling it. So I come down. I strip her bed, get all that stuff in the washer, get everything, get her changed, get myself changed, and we hang out the rest of the day. She kind of mopes around, is acting funny throughout the day, you know, starts running a fever, And then, yeah, this is Saturday. And Adria was still at my mom's playing and stuff. And Allie, she just didn't, you could tell she didn't feel good throughout the day. Yeah. Was that the night? Let's see. Was that the night I ended up going to the hospital? I don't know.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, because you were at Nana's. So, then in the evening, like, she was running a fever all day off and on. I was giving her medicine for it. And then at, like, 10 o'clock, and she wouldn't eat or drink. Her diapers, like, weren't that wet. And then in the evening, she had, like, 2 diarrhea diapers within an hour. And then at 10 p.m., I checked her temperature, and she was 102. Well, yeah, it was 10 till 10. So I gave her some Tylenol, because that's all we had. And I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to call, I'm going to call my doctor's office. I'm not going to call St. Rita's calling us because they always tell you to come into the hospital. So like, I'll call my doctor's office, see what doctor's on call, and ask them what to do. So I called them, and they didn't even have me, like, wait for a call back. She's like, just stay on the line. I'll patch you right through to Dr. Neidhart. So, which, last year at Christmas time, or at the beginning of the year, I called him when I worked at Toys R Us, and I called him about Allie because she was sick, and he told me just give it a couple more days. So I'm like, okay, I'll call him and see what he says. So I call him, and in the 5 minutes we're on the phone, he's like, no, he's like, this is day number 2. He's like, you know, the way little ones are going downhill fast, he's like, it's time to go ahead and take her. I said, well, I don't want to, like, jump to the hospital. I said, because I don't want to put her through all that, like, if I don't need to. I said, but she won't eat, she won't drink, her diapers are kind of dry. This is day number 2 of a fever. Because she did start running a fever, I think, Friday night. And he's like, no, he said, it's time to go ahead and take her. So, and at this point, on Saturday, while Jay got up, made breakfast, started cleaning out all the cups out of the cupboard because we just have way too many, and started doing dishes. And all of a sudden, while he's doing that, he comes in, he's like, man, he's like, all of a sudden, I feel like I'm going to puke. I was like, so just lay down for a minute. So he lays down. He's been sick ever since, like with the flu. He finally went to the doctor yesterday, which was Monday. So yeah, so Saturday, he started in with his flu, throwing up, diarrhea, fever, and then I'm dealing with her by myself. So it's like, okay, he's sick. Adri's at my mom's. So I called my stepdad. He's like, you know, he said, let me gather some things together just in case they keep her. He said, you know, just let me know when you're leaving. I'll meet you there. So he meets me there. It was the most horrible time whatsoever. Like, we go in, and she's just, like, hanging on me. She wouldn't go to Grampy, like, nothing. So I sign her in. They go to put the bracelet on her ankle, and she starts screaming and freaking out. Like, that was just putting the bracelet on her ankle. So we sit down, and then they call her name, and we go walking through to the ER. Why are you laughing that she's scared? That's not funny.
No, I'm just laughing for no reason.
Excuse me. So we go back, and we no sooner get through the doors, and like she's like, you know, will she stand? I said, I don't know if she'll stand or not, because she feels really bad. So I tried to put her in the little scale that they sit in. She's screaming, freaking out. Hi, Pumpkin. Hi. Hi. I see you. So we get her weight. There, hi, babe. Her eyes look funny today.
I know.
So we get her weight. We go back in the room, and then it all just, they come in, they have to take her temperature rectally, and when they took it at midnight, by this time it's midnight. Like I said, I gave her Tylenol at 10 till 10 because she was 102. At midnight, they checked her, she was still 102, so they gave her Motrin, even though it had only been like 2 hours since she had Tylenol. So they give her Motrin to start with to get her fever to come down. They said, you know, they said the hardest part, they said we're going to have to hold her down and swab her. Let's see, they swab your nose for influenza, they swab your throat for strep throat, and then they suction stuff out of your nose to check for RSV. I believe that's what it is. Yeah. So I said, she is strong. I said, I'm just telling you right now. So they had to wrap her in the blanket like a burrito, and it took me and my stepdad and 2 nurses to pin her down. She's screaming like
4 people.
Terrified. She's terrified. She doesn't feel good. She's giving me this look like I'm just sitting there watching these people and letting these people hurt her. Like, it broke my heart. So we have her all pinned down. My stepdad's rubbing her head, and I'm trying to calm her down. You know, we're trying to get her to calm down. They swab her nose. They suction her nose, which took forever. They couldn't get anything out of there because she didn't really have a runny nose. So they're trying, like, so many times, and she's gagging while they do it. When they swab their nose for freaking influenza, oh my God, they stick it so far up there, like, oh my God, I was waiting for blood. Like, I was literally expecting blood to come out of her nose because they really shove it in there. And that's with everybody, like, holding her head still so she doesn't move. Like, it was terrible. I'll probably cry with this story. So then they're trying to get her mouth open. She's biting on the sticks. They finally get her mouth and they're swabbing her throat. She's gagging, like literally almost puking. She's got tears pouring down her face. She's bright red just from crying. And she looks at me and like she's giving me that look and like my heart just shattered. So I had to look away so she didn't see me cry because I didn't want her to see like me being upset. So then she looked over at my stepdad because I could see her like I turned around. She's looking at him. I look at him. He has tears in his eyes. And then when they were finally done, oh, and then they had to poke her foot because they had to get blood. So
Yeah, there's a little.
we're still pinning her down, and they poke her foot because they couldn't find any like good spots on her veins. So they start an IV, or they try to take blood from her foot, and like, you know, they tried for like 15 minutes. We're holding her down. It was just terrible.
That's crazy.
Yeah. After like 10 to 15 minutes, they're like, you know, we cannot give her. They said her blood is so thick it won't even drip. They said it's probably because she's so dehydrated. So they go ahead and stop doing that. They got like a tiny culture, but it wasn't enough to do actual labs. So they give up on that and go ahead and start the IV. And was that at the same time as they swabbed her? It might have been a different time. I don't even remember. No, I think it was at the same time while she was all... I don't know. It might have been 2 separate times. I don't know. So they started her IV, and they said, you know, the bad thing, and they said the good thing is we have the IV started. They said the bad thing is, you know, pathology is going to have to come in here and poke her to get actual blood drawn. But they said that's a lot smaller needle, so it's not as bad. So we get her unwrapped, and I hold her, and like as soon as I hold her, like she's sobbing, I just start sobbing. Like she can't see my face, so I just break down. I'm like sobbing. My stepdad's like rubbing my back, and he's like, you know, you're doing the right thing. I'm like, I know. I'm like, that look she gave me, like it's horrible. So I get her to calm down. Everything settles down. Well, then the doctor said they wanted to take her for a chest x-ray to make sure she didn't aspirate on any, you know, vomit when she puked in her sleep. It's like, God, I didn't even think about that. But it's like, I'm pregnant. I couldn't go. So my stepdad got up on the bed with her. And they, like, undid the brakes and started to wheel the bed out to go down to x-ray. And she starts screaming and reaching for me and crying. It's like, oh, my God, we just got her calmed down. Hi, Bunkin. So she cries the whole way down there. My stepdad said it was tough pinning her because I had to pin her arms above her head to get a clear shot of her lungs. Where's your cup? Where's your cup of Pedialyte? So then they do that. They come back, and as soon as she comes in the room, she's reaching for me. So I pick her up. You can't have that's Mommy's drink. So I pick her up, and I'm calming her down. She's just crying on me. It's like, terrible. Hold on. Where's your baby's food? Huh? Where's your baby's food? So I'm calming her down. We get her calmed down. Everything seems fine. Then pathology comes in. It's like, oh my God, are you serious? I'm like, every time I get her calmed down, somebody comes in and gets her all worked up again. So they came in. They were going to do it in her arm, like in the inside of her elbow of her right arm. So they wrap her up in the blanket again like a burrito. And the one girl, she said, you know, she said, I saw that it was a little one. She said, so I went and got Keisha because she's the best one with kids. So it's like, we pin her all down, lay her down. She starts to freak it. She doesn't like being pinned down anyway. So she's crying. She's not really screaming. She's crying because she's over it all. She's scared. Here we are pinning her down again, and they're holding her arm. And she did not flinch. When that girl poked her arm, she did not flinch. She did not cry harder. She just kept doing the whimpering.
I got my shots from and I didn't flinch at all.
Yeah. So this girl that did the blood that is in pathology was amazing. Like, you didn't even know anything happened. So they got her blood, got her unwrapped, calmed down. She's sitting with me, and then at this point, anytime somebody walked in the room, she would start to cry. The insurance lady came in the room, Alex started to cry. Pathology, when they came in, as soon as the one started putting her gloves on, she started freaking out. It's like if I ever have to take her back, oh my God, she's going to be hysterical because now she knows, like
what's going
how
on.
bad it could be. So we get her calmed down. Then my one friend, Christina, was there, and she actually, when I was there the day after Christmas with Adri, she had stopped in and she was checking on Adri, and then the nurse that Adri had, Brian, he was there walking the halls. They weren't our people. Like, Christina came in to see Alex, and she's like, we got to stop seeing each other like this. And she's like, oh my gosh, she's like, poor little baby. I said, is there any way she can have a teddy bear? And she's like, oh, absolutely. She's like, I'll go get one. So she goes and gets a teddy bear.
Just like
And
I
she-
did.
Yeah. And she comes back in with the teddy bear and like 2 stickers, and you would have thought that Alex was just given like the most special thing in the universe. She's hugging her bear and kissing her stickers, and Christina's like, oh my God, that is like the sweetest thing ever. Like, it totally made Alex say, why they didn't bring one in the couple hours before that we were there, I don't know, because that was the game changer. That made everything amazing. And then her nurse came in. She's like, was that her crying? I said, she's been kind of fussy. And she goes, well, I heard someone crying. She goes, so I came with a popsicle. So as soon as Alex saw her popsicle, like she's holding her bear, she's holding her stickers, and she sees a popsicle, and then she just lights up again. So it's like, oh my gosh, she's in a whole new category now. She's calmed down. She's got me. But she's still like, I couldn't sit comfortably with her, like, because she's trying to sit on my belly. It's just, so I tried to pass her off to my stepdad, even for like 2 minutes for me to get a drink and to eat a couple bites of ice. And she was like crying, like nonstop the whole time, crying and reaching for me. And she loves her grandpa. So she eats her popsicle, the one half, and she eats the other half. They came back in at 1 o'clock and checked her temperature. Okay. And it was still 100.8. Oh, no, it was like 130. It was 100.8, so it had only went down like a degree. And she said, we're going to go ahead and, you know, by then everything came back. Her x-ray came back fine of her lungs. She was negative for influenza. She was negative for strep. She was negative for RSV, which was great. But it's like, what the heck? And he checked her ears. He said her one ear, let's see, her right ear, yeah, because she was facing, her right ear definitely had ear infection. Her left ear, he said there was just enough earwax that he couldn't see her eardrum. So it's possible she had double ear infection, but she for sure had the one side. He said, so that would cause the fever, and then like the fever could have caused the vomiting. So now they know the source of the fever and everything else. So ear infection, then I felt bad. I'm like, oh my God, we put her through all this crap. Like, I'm glad she didn't have anything, that everything was negative, but it's like, we put her through all this trauma for it to just be a freaking ear, you know what I mean? But she had perked up, and then they said, you know, we're going to let her fluids run out just while she's hooked up. We'll let that bag finish up. She said, we'll be back in, like, the doctor's going to give her a round of Tylenol at 2 since she still had a fever. So they came back in with IV fluids right now. I think it was like 3 o'clock in the morning though. And they gave her Tylenol, which she took for me. They gave it to me. She took it for me. She took it really good. And, you know, I think it was around like 3:30 they came in and they discharged us. But I'm like, it was a hell of a night. So then the next day, which would have been what, Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday.
We came home, got her to sleep. Her and I didn't get up till like 1 o'clock. Jay came upstairs. I'm like, what time is it? I think it was 1 o'clock. Like, me and her were still asleep. So I got up. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm almost nervous to wake her up. I hope she's not burning up. So I woke her up. She was warm, and they told me every 4 hours, whether she's warm or not, every 4 hours. And they gave me a prescription for antibiotic. They said I could go get it the next day. So, sorry. Yes, I still have mine. So I get up. She's running a little bit of a fever. I give her... What, honey? I'm right here. I didn't give her anything yet. We had just got up, and my stepdad had texted me to see if I got her medicine yet. And I said, no. I said, we're just waking up. So he came over and picked up her prescription, because they didn't even call it in. They gave me like a written one that I would have to go take. Even though we didn't leave her till like 3:30 in the morning. It's like... And they said, make sure she gets it first thing in the morning. It's like, what do you think I am? I'm not superhuman. I've got to get some sleep. So my stepdad... Okay, can you hurry so that's not so noisy, or do it in the other room? So my stepdad stops over, grabs her prescription. I said, now when you're at the store getting her prescription, I said, will you grab her some popsicles? Because they told me this, that she's probably not going to eat for the next couple of days. She's probably still going to be running a fever for a couple of days. That's normal. And they said that her antibiotic is more than likely going to give her diarrhea. It's like, oh my God. So they said, make sure you keep pushing the fluids. It's like, okay. So I had them get her popsicles and a big jug of Hawaiian Punch, because she wouldn't drink apple juice. She wouldn't drink white grape juice. She was barely sipping on the Pedialyte that she had. I'm like, I told them I didn't give her milk, and they said that's good because that can cause more mucus and phlegm. So my stepdad went and got that, and like all day she's kind of laid around whining, whimpering, running a fever off and on. So every 4 hours I would alternate between Tylenol and Motrin. 3 times a day she gets her medicine. So then at night, like, she was so tired. It's like she's got to stay up for like 1 more hour so I can get in her last dose of both of these. So I made her stay up. And then yesterday, yeah, because yesterday was Monday. So that was Sunday. So then Sunday night, my mom brought Adri home. Alex wouldn't let my mom hold her. She wouldn't let my stepdad hold her. Like, she was just, didn't want anybody. So then my mom brings Adri home, and she had brought her McDonald's. And Alex saw I told my mom not to get Alex anything because she didn't want to eat anyways, and she hadn't eaten for like 2 days, so I didn't want to give her McDonald's. And as soon as she saw Adri's yogurt, Adri, please, careful, she can't have rubber bands anyway. As soon as she saw Adri's yogurt, she wanted it. So it's like, okay, we have some in the back. So she ate like almost a whole tube of yogurt, and I went and got her some applesauce out of the fridge, and she ate some applesauce. Got Adri in bed because if Monday was her first day back to school. She's been off for 2 weeks for Christmas break. So got her in bed. I finally got Alex her medicine and got her in bed, and that's when I went up to tuck Adri in, and Adri was already asleep. So it was like 11 o'clock. I got Alex to sleep. She went to sleep just fine. Got Adri snuggled in. I climb in bed, get myself changed and in pajamas, and just get all snuggled into bed. And no sooner than I'm in bed and I hear Adri crying. It's like, what the hell is she crying about? So I go in there. She's crying. She's crying because she misses Nana. She's crying because she loves her sister. She's crying for like 100 reasons.
Yeah, one was because I couldn't fall asleep and my eyes kept hurting because I kept waking up and going back to sleep, and I was like,
I don't know. But so from midnight till 2:30 in the morning, I'm dealing with Adri crying, which it's like you have to get up for school at 7 o'clock. Finally get her back to sleep. It's going on 3. I get back in bed. I'm laying in bed. And it's almost 3:30, and then Alex is up and fussing. It's like, are you kidding me? And I'm like, all right, I'm going downstairs. Like I said, Jay's still sick with the flu, okay? So he's, like, kept in the back room. So I'm doing this all on my own. Like, other than my stepdad helping out, bringing stuff, and trying to help out. Like, it's just me who's still trying to get over being sick and 6 months pregnant, so I can't do a whole lot anyway. And I'm already exhausted and just emotional. So I come downstairs, and Jay's like, Ange, is that you? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm getting some freaking Cheetos and a Diet Dew. I said, I'm starving. And he's like, what do you, he's like, why at 3:30 in the morning? I said, well, because your oldest daughter in this house has been up crying from midnight to 2:30. He's like, for what? I said, who even knows? I said, and now, I just got snuggled back in bed. I said, now Alex is awake and fussing again. I said, so I'm getting a snack. I said, I'm hungry. I'm tired. So I get a snack. So I'm up with Alex till like 4 in the morning. And I'm like, you know, there's no way I'm getting up in 3 hours to get Adri up for school and to lug Alex out in the cold to go take Adri to school. So I went ahead at 3:30 in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, technically Monday morning. I called Adrian, like, I called her in family necessity because she's not sick. It's just, I can't. I can't. Like, I'm just so exhausted from the last few days and the whole experience at the hospital. Like, it's exhausting. So yesterday, they're both home. Jay gets a doctor's appointment for like 3:40. His mom stops over to check on him. And his mom's here hanging out, and my stepdad comes over and brings a probiotic for Alex because I'd ran out of hers. Hey, don't rip things out of her hands. Give her something to play with. So Alex perked up, and she's playing. It's like, okay, I don't want her running around being crazy because, I mean, her medicine is making her feel better, but she's not better. You can tell because she still won't eat. She barely wants to drink. So they're up kind of playing for a little while. And then last night, everything went to shit again. I don't even know. It was like 6:30, 7. She was back to, like, she would lay on me and she would just cry. I will insert clips of how that was right here. Okay. So she did that for a couple hours. Like, I didn't know what to do. Adri had to go up and put herself to bed because Jay was still sick. He went to the doctor. He's got, like, some kind of flu because he has fever, vomiting, diarrhea. The doctor wrote him off for today, which is Tuesday, because they said he wanted to get him on his medication for 24 hours before he goes back to work and is around people. I don't know when my phone's going to cut off because I'm at 23 minutes. So after Jay went to the doctor, which he was there for like an hour and a half because they were running behind, he went to the pharmacy to get his prescription. They said they were out. They would get more in today. So he couldn't even start his prescription last night. So I'm dealing with them. Adri's putting herself to sleep because Jay's still sick. I don't want him breathing on us and giving us all the freaking flu. Yeah, I see. So I'm at the point where I'm in tears because, Adri, let her have your Barbie for a minute. I'm at the point where I'm in tears because I don't know what to do for her. She doesn't talk. She can't tell me what's wrong. All of a sudden, like, I thought she was doing better, and now she's... Seriously, you're going to make her cry? She's sick. Let her just see one of those pieces for a minute. She just wants to see what you have. Adri, just let me finish my video, please. She doesn't know what it is. She's saying what it does. Where's your locker that lights up? Let her play with that. So last night my mom's giving me ideas. My friends on Facebook are giving me ideas like, oh, why don't you hold her and stand in a hot shower and let this, it's like, I can't do that. Like, I'm only supposed to hold her when I have to. Push the button and make it go. And people are like, put her in a bath. It's like, she won't even let me set her down. I cannot even set her down to go to the bathroom where she literally screams the whole time. Okay, just hold on a second, okay? So, Adri puts herself to sleep. She went to bed at 9:30. I get Alex up to bed at like 11:30 because I had to make sure she got her doses in. So, I get Alex to sleep. I go tuck Adri in. She's still awake. I'm like, Adri, it's almost midnight. You've got to go to sleep. You have school in the morning. So, I get her to where I think she's going to go to sleep. I get in bed. It's like midnight, a little after midnight. Then, and yesterday when Jay was at the store, I ate some. Adri, please. Let her play with it for a minute so I can finish this video. So I wake up. I get to bed a little after midnight. I wake up when he was gone. I ate some leftovers from New Year's Eve, which I think they didn't taste right. But I'm like, okay, maybe it's just everything going on. But I ate them anyways. And then later last night, we ended up getting Domino's pizza, which was amazing. So I wake up at 2 in the morning with my stomach hurting so bad. Like, my stomach, it was cramping so bad. I'm like, oh my God, am I going into early labor 3 months early? Like, my stomach hurt so bad I was almost in tears. So I go in the bathroom, I puke, and then from 2 in the morning till 4 in the morning, I'm in there. This might be TMI, but having diarrhea 6 times. Like, in the beginning, it was everything I ate for the day, and at the end, it was just water coming out of my butt. Sorry, but this is real life, okay? You know what diarrhea is. But it was that bad. So then it's 4 a.m. I'm finally done with all that. I'm laying back in bed. I feel so much better. So I think I think it's something that I ate. Adri, shh. I'm pretty sure it's something I ate because now I feel fine. I'm laying in bed. My stomach's just kind of nauseous and I'm just so over everything. It's okay, I'm not getting up in 3 hours to take Adri. She's just going to have to miss school again tomorrow. What can I do? I can only do so much. If Jay wasn't sick, it'd be different. Or if Alex would let somebody else help me, it would be different. But it's not. It's I'm doing it all myself. He's got the flu. So right now, it is 2:30 on Tuesday. I have both kids right here playing. I told Adri she might be feeling better. So when she got up today at 1, because it was a long night, I let her sleep till 1. I gave her medicine, her antibiotic, and I gave her Motrin to start the day because they told me to just keep giving it to her for pain, even if she's not running a fever. Which she took them perfectly fine. But last night I had to force them down her, and that was the first time in days because she usually takes them great. So they're just kind of sitting here playing with Barbies. I don't want her up and running around because she did that yesterday, and then last night she was 100 times worse. So today she's stuffy, and her eyes are puffy. Mainly her eyelids are super puffy. So they're just hanging out. Jay is at the store right now getting his prescriptions because he called this morning and they said it was going to be 20 minutes. They still didn't even have them ready. So he's at the store at the pharmacy getting his 3 prescriptions. I'm so hungry because I'm so empty. I'm just craving a cheeseburger. So he's stopping at Cupid to get cheeseburgers and French fries, which I don't know if Alex will eat it. If not, it's fine. But I don't want to not have it in case she's finally getting her appetite so she feels better. She hasn't eaten in 5 days other than some applesauce here, some yogurt there. She's been just drinking Pedialyte. She did have milk today. She's almost 2 and she has a bottle only when she's first thing in the morning and when I put her down to go to sleep because that's just routine. Half time she doesn't drink it, but this morning she drank a bottle of milk. So that's a good sign. She ate a couple bites of donut. Like I said, it's 2:30, so I don't know if she's going to eat. French fries, I guess they're kind of greasy, but it's soft. They said anything rough and hard will probably hurt her throat. Her throat's probably sore from drainage and all that crap. So far, my plan for today is to get them both baths. Adri's wanted a bath the last 2 nights, and I just couldn't because Alex will not let me put her down. She can't rinse her hair and all that crap by herself, and I'm not going to leave her upstairs in the tub while I'm down here. You know what I mean? She needs help getting out of the tub. She needs help getting, just a full-on bath, making sure she's getting a proper bath. So my plan is to get them both baths, get Adri's sheets changed, and maybe clean up her room a little bit. And I need to do dishes. The dishes are still in the sink from when Jay was going to wash them Saturday. Because I can't put her down. She won't let me put her down. Today is great. And yesterday for 2 hours, she let me put her down. And I just sat here and dozed off and on because I was so exhausted. So I'm hoping to do some cleaning up. I'm hoping to do some cleaning. Hoping to, yeah, because the other version that you had, it always got stuck. So they changed the game. Get some of the girls' laundry done. Get Adri's room cleaned up because it's a disaster. All of her Christmas stuff is still down here in the pack and play because it's just been too crazy. And then she's hasn't been home. Yeah, I already said that. And then on the weekends, she's not even here because she's been leaving. So I told Jay when he gets back, hopefully he can kind of lay in here on the couch. He's feeling a little bit better too. Hopefully, Adri, stop ripping things out of her hands. Hopefully he can lay here on the couch and Alex can kind of just sit here and gently play. So Adri and I can go get started on her room and I can get her a bath. I'll get Alex a bath and then some fresh jammies. Hopefully we're on the mend now. Like I said, I feel fine since I got everything out of my stomach. So I really think it's something I ate. So I'm throwing away all of the New Year's Eve. There's shrimp in there too, which I was so excited to eat, but I don't think I'm going to try that either. Maybe I'll check the date on it. Because I love shrimp cocktail. But that's been... This has been our 2019 so far. Like I said, 2018 started out with Alex in the hospital and Adri sick and on different medications and staying with my mom. They weren't allowed around each other for a few days till they'd both been on medicine. So this is exactly how we started off last year. I just wasn't 6 months pregnant last year. And Jay wasn't sick last year. So there was like 2 parents taking care of stuff. She's hugging the dog. So yeah, I have some videos to post, some vlogs to edit and catch up, some eating videos that I've done like over the past week that I'm working. I tried to upload one yesterday, my Dairy Queen one, and for some reason I had a rendering error. So I'm going to try it again today, and if I get a chance, I'll watch it back and see if I can find what the issue is. But I'm just going to try it again plain, like without doing anything first. But yeah, this is January 8th. This is how our year's been. It started with me with my cold, then went to Adri with her belly issues, which ended up being... extreme constipation. Allie, watch what the doggy does. And then I went to Alex with her issues, and then Jay with his flu. So I'm hoping everything's done and out of us. We all had our own thing to deal with. Thank God we didn't all have all of it. And yeah, that's our update on 2019. At least we're getting it all out of the way, you know, at the start of the year. But yeah. That's my update of where I've been the past week. It has been hell, like literally hell. And when your kids are sick and they can't tell you what hurts or what's wrong and you don't know what to do for them, they just want to lay on you and cry. It's too much. Last night was rough. Last night I was at my breaking point. And also, being pregnant, you're more susceptible to certain things that happen when you take antibiotics. And since I'm on my second round, I just finished my second round of antibiotics yesterday. I mean, women, if you've been pregnant, you probably know what I'm talking about. So I've had some, like, issues of my own with, you know, dry, itching, burning, without being TMI. So I'm going to have to go get myself something probably to deal with what I have going on. And, yeah, like, it's been too much. But... Adriana, it's not hurting anything. She's just looking at it. You're going to go stand in the corner. If you take that away from her and yell at her one more time, you hear me? You need to be nice.
I have no idea what this thing is.
Yeah, so you probably have to take the bone out to do it. You don't even know. There's directions. So I'm going to try and keep my patience today and stay focused and get back on track with 2019. I made my bed. I made my bed today. That's huge, the way it's been. Got my bed made, got my pillows on it.
Wait, I forgot to connect the leash.
Oh my God, yeah, I'm going to go and wait for Jay to bring me some food. My stomach is so empty. I'm so hungry. And he's getting me some ice. Because, like, when I was pregnant for both girls, at the end of my pregnancy, I craved ice. I would eat ice like crazy. And Kewpie has these teeny tiny ice that are like this big. And you get, like, a double large size of pop for $1. So I'm having him get me 2 double large cups of ice. My baby shower for Adri, my sister showed up with 4 double large cups of ice. It was like the greatest gift ever. But yeah, I'm getting back into the craving ice stage because I'm at the end. I have less than 3 months and this baby will be here, which I need to get on my baby registry too because I need to get it together. But yeah, I'm going to stop rambling now. And Jay just texted me, said meet him out back in 5 minutes, probably to help him bring in crap. So yeah, this is my 2019 update. On the 8th, 1 week into it. Hopefully we got this first week out of the way.